Meet Jim, a person who is blind.
All right. Thank you. My name is Jim Fetgather, and I'm from Kansas City. I am employed at Alpha Point as a computer instructor and adaptive technology instructor.
Tell us about your disability and the assistive technology you use.
So I'm a totally blind person, so I use um, certainly JAWS for Windows and NVDA, which is non-visual desktop access, which is a free screen reader, but is very formidable and very usable, along with the brand new Windows 10 narrator.
How does assistive technology allow you to access websites?
Well, for me, it would not be possible. Since I'm not able to see the screen, the use of a screen reader is critical. And the way that websites are rendered audibly is certainly critical.
How does a screen reader explore a website?
So there are a couple of ways, typically when you first encounter a website, that you might explore its content. Now, one very basic way is to simply use the down arrow key to go through all elements of the website. Now, that would be very tedious, but you might do that if you've never seen a website before. Then the next way would be to examine by using the command that most screen readers have called the list of links, where you can bring up a list of all the links on the page.
Can you demonstrate how you read a website on your phone?
The nice thing about the iPhone is that you can adjust the granularity by what increments you would like to move on the page.
Volume, punctuation, hints, headings.
So here are
Zero
headings.
headings.
So it's very nice to be able to move by heading.
Tuesday, April 17th, 2018, 11:20 a.m. to 12:20 p.m.
So
Tuesday, April 17th, 2008, Tuesday, Monday, Monday, Monday.
So this is nice. Each class, or each session I should say, is divided into its own heading. So that would be the same as if you were on a PC or a Mac, you would press the letter H for heading, or if you had a keyboard connected to your iPhone, you could do the same thing. But it's nice, you set your rotor this way, and so you can easily navigate. I use the phone to surf the web just as often as I use a computer because it's so delightful.
What is an access barrier on a website?
And if you like to shop online, uh, that's always fun too, except that the checkout is an incredibly tedious process. And if you are a beginning screen reader user, the links are cryptically labeled sometimes, or focus doesn't go to the checkout button, and it's difficult to read sometimes what's in your shopping cart because the updates don't update. Instead, in other words, you know you put stuff in the cart, but it doesn't show that you put things in the cart. Just little things like that, unless you know what to do with a JAWS command to refresh the screen, most people aren't going to know that because it's a bit advanced.
What is an example of an accessible website?
Amazon has done a fine job. 99%, they really have given a forethought to accessibility. In fact, when you use a screen reader, no one else sees this on the screen unless you're using a screen reader. They have a disability support number, which is pretty cool, that does not show up, but it detects that you're running JAWS. Um, they also have an accessible version of the website. It has less content, but it's still a nice experience. Now, but the other nice thing, just on the regular website, it's very simple to do a search, find reviews of a product, and the very well-known buy now with one click button, which I know everything about, is very well labeled. So it's delightfully, it's a really good experience. You can leave feedback for sellers, and they've done a great job.
How can access be improved?
What I would like for any web designers to know is that when they make their sites accessible, number one, if they're a commercial website, obviously being all-inclusive is helping their bottom line, for one thing, because not only are we talking about visual impairments, but many people, for example, who have difficulty controlling the mouse, so the site should be keyboard accessible. You should literally be able to unplug your mouse and navigate that site with the keyboard. It would be nice if the links were properly labeled, the edit boxes, the radio buttons that let you make a choice, if they were properly labeled with the correct web, what we might call tags or labels. It makes such a big difference, and it helps them because everyone can use their site effectively.
Final thought?
Accessible design matters.
To learn more, watch the other AT users' videos in this series. You can see more AT user videos by visiting our YouTube channel, Missouri AT. Thank you, Jim, our AT user in this video, www.at.mo.gov.